It's Ballers in a sunny Saturday afternoon on Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Night here in Oakland. Lineup cards being exchanged at home plate as we speak. For the Raptors lineup, here's Nevada Cullen.
Well, for the Raptors today, they will start with Damian Stone this time in center field. True Fontenot, the second baseman, bats second. Connor Bagneski, the left fielder, bats third. Chris Sargent, the DH, hitting fourth. Elliot Good, the shortstop, bats fifth. Carter Mize, first baseman, bats sixth. Carmine Lane, the third baseman, in the seventh spot. Edwin De La Cruz, the catcher, former YOLO high wheeler, hits eighth. And Kenny Oyama, the right fielder, in the ninth spot instead of the leadoff spot for Evan Parker's Ogden Raptors. Parker in his second year. Ogden will start Sam Bass, and he will be opposed by Reed Butts.
Raptors, as you noted, in a fourth different uniform in 5 days. Uniform top. It's going to be Butts on the mound for Oakland against Sam Bass for Ogden. And we are just about ready to go here from Raimondi Park. These teams 2-2 after splitting the first four. Ballers winning games 1 and 4. Opening night walk off, if you want to call it. How about a knock-off victory in the knockout round, and then a blowout last night, and the Ballers also blown out 2 times. In just a moment, we're going to send it over to public address announcer Mark Kahn, who will announce the Oakland lineup for tonight's game. Ballers once again in the home whites. Let's send it over to Mark.
It's now time to announce the starting lineup for your Oakland Ballers! Joining the Ballers on the field will be the Seawolves of the Piedmont Baseball Foundation. Batting leadoff, the shortstop, number 3, Tremaine Cobb. Batting second, the right fielder, number 13, Lou Helmig. Batting third, the third baseman, number 11, Davis Drueck. The cleanup hitter, first baseman, number 29, Christian Almanza. Hitting fifth, the designated hitter, number 4, Danny Harris. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 8, Michael O'Hara. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 9, Isai Santos. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 23, Marcus T.T. Ali. Batting ninth, the catcher, number 2, Tyler Lozano. On the mound, number 17, Reed Butts.
Thank you, Mark. The first start of the year for Reed Butts. We will now send it back down to the field where Jet Agoy will be singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does Star-Spangled Banner, yeah, wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Jet Agoy.
Smashed it.
A wonderful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner, and we are ready to go. Game 5 of 96 in this 2025 schedule. A 2-2 record for both squads. Reed Butts on the mound for Oakland. Last year, a 1-1 ERA for Reed. He split time both in the bullpen and in the starting rotation. A 1-1 record, a 6.59 ERA, 75 Ks in 68 and a third innings in 2024.
And the defense behind Butts in his season debut. In the outfield from right to left, it's Lou Helmig, Michael O'Hara in center for the first time, and Marcus Titiali'i in left field. The infield from third to first, Davis Druick, Trey Cobb, Isai Santos, and Christian Almanza. Tyler Lozano is the catcher for the second year, catching the second-year lefty, Reed Butts.
And all those lefties back in the lineup tonight. Helmig, Druick, Almanza, Santos, O'Hara. Oh, there's Santos for me as well. O'Hara. Big nights for a lot of those guys, and Marcus Titiali'i also homered, one of 4 home runs for the Ballers yesterday off of Adrian De La Cruz and company.
All 4 homers last night, Tyler, went to left field. And notice, you just said 3 lefties went yard. That meant 3 opposite field homers. Every home run has gone to left field for the Ballers so far this season. And Titiali'i's grand slam in the 8th inning last night was the first homer by a right-handed Baller batter.
Well, standing in is Damian Stone, who, when his name was announced, a large cheering section erupted. He's got family and friends from nearby Fremont, it appears, and he stands in, the first Raptor to take his first swings against Reed Butts. Reed put on a little weight in the offseason, throwing a little bit harder as a left-handed pitcher. And from the windup, his first pitch of 2025 is a fastball granted towards Santos on 3 hops. He picks it up, throws to first, and on 1 pitch, it's a 4-3 putout. First pitch at 4:38, 1 away here in the first.
Good start for Reed Butts. He's on pace to throw just 27 pitches in a complete game win today.
Here's True Fontenot. Fontenot leading this team with RBI, 7 of them, count them up, adding 385, no home runs. Butts from the windup, his first pitch fastball is a called strike. Calling balls and strikes is Grant Myers behind home. Ricardo Rodriguez, his 5th straight game umping, he's at first, and Mike Blanchard, who was last night's home plate umpire, he is at third. The next pitch from Reed, fastball 88, high and away. It's 1-1. We had said Jason Venson, we got the name wrong, so Mike Blanchard, apologies. He was behind the plate. Now he is at third base today. The 1-1 on its way from Butts, and that's a fastball, a touch low that time. And it's 2-1. Righty-lefty matchup, and it's swung on and missed. Changeup from Butts got Fontenot to swing right over the top of that. A nice time to bust that out. Now 2-2.
83 on the changeup. That's a lot harder on that pitch than last year.
Now the 2-2 on its way from Butts. Lozano setting up inside. It's a half swing, and it's called at the plate. 90 miles an hour, a high fastball. And sure enough, Fontenot swung right through that pitch. 2 away here in the first.
Half swing from Fontenot. Butts gets the early sword for the second out here in the first.
Here is Connor Bagneski, batting .400, no home runs, 4 RBI. He takes a first pitch fastball inside for ball 1. A slight choke on the bat for Bagneski to begin this at bats. Butts throws, and it's a swing and a miss. Chased a high fastball from Butts that time.
Another sword. That was basically the same spot as that strikeout pitch of Fontenot.
I don't know what sword means, but I will say this. There are a lot of high swings and misses. The 1-1 on its way. Fastball called, strike at the top of the zone. High strike on Bagneski. It's 1-2.
What was that word you used the other day to describe a sword, or a different type of a sword? Not a katana.
Well, no, a different type of a sword was a claymore. The 1-2 on its way, that is low and away.
Well, it doesn't matter. Claymore, katana, regular sword, it's any half swing that really a hitter just doesn't really finish their swing, but they go. That's a sword right there.
2-2, 2 outs. Bases are empty in the top of the first. No score. Butts looking for a 1-2-3 first inning. His kick and pitch. It's swung on, hit to left field, fairly deep. Moving back, Titi Ali'i. He's at the track. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. Ground out, strikeout, fly out. To the bottom of the first we go. No score on 860 AM. The Answer. Bottom of the first, it'll be Cobb, Helmick, and Druick facing off against Sam Bass, the Ogden starter today. He is a big guy, Sam Bass, 6'1", 245 from Berkeley Heights, New Jersey. A right-handed pitcher who pitched last in the USPBL for the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers. The USPBL, of course, a 4-team league in Michigan where you kind of play for all the teams depending on who needs you that certain day. So Bass on the mound at Thomas Jefferson University, which is a college in Philadelphia last year, was 6-3 with a 6.86 ERA and 71 strikeouts in 60 innings.
The defense behind Bass in his Ogden debut: outfield left to right, Bagneski, Stone, Oyama. Infield from first to third, Mize, Fontenot, Good, Lane, and then the catcher is De La Cruz for the right-handed throwing Bass.
Here is Tremaine Cobb batting at .409. The first pitch is down in the dirt for ball one. No home runs, none in regulation anyway, and 1 RBI. Bass will work from the windup. He waits quite a while. Now he's into the windup. He kicks and fires, and it's a swing and a miss. Pulled the swing there, 81 miles an hour on the changeup. It's 1-1. Cobb broke out on opening night with 5 hits and the knockout round victory. The 1-1 is swung on and miss, and again, it's an off-speed pitch that gets Cobb swinging and missing. It's a good off-speed pitch. 2 straight swings that really broke down the swing of Cobb. Now a 1-2, the pitch is in the dirt. Again, right back to that breaking ball. It's either a changeup or maybe a short slider there. 2-2 to Tremaine Cobb. Bass again into his windup. De La Cruz setting up outside, and the pitch is swung on right back up the middle. That's a base hit. A 10th hit in 5 games for Tremaine Cobb, a single to lead off the first.
He was sitting dead red. He got 89 above the zone and attacked it. Nearly plunked the pitcher Bass with that liner. 97 off the bat.
Here's Lou Helmick. Right at 400 for Lou, a home run and 5 RBI. His first Ballers home run yesterday. The tall left-handed hitting German with 1 out and a runner on, or excuse me, 1 on and no outs. The first pitch is in the dirt. Breaking ball stopped by De La Cruz. That time the curveball at 79. We've not seen that one so far, and it's been 1 at bat, so the first time we get to see it. Cobb has been thrown out. Attempted 1 steal, did not get it. Fastball is off the plate. It's 2-0.
Helmig last night, 3 for 4, a season high in hits, and his first Oakland home run.
Bass from the stretch. Slightly open stance, and the pitch is a ground ball towards second, could be 2. It's picked up by the second baseman, flipped to short for 1. The throw on to first is in time. 4 to 6 to 3, a double play. He races Cobb on the base paths, and there's 2 away here in the first. That'll bring up Davis Druick, who is having a nice 3-game run, batting .417. He's got 2 home runs, which is tied for the team lead with Christian Almanza. He's driven in 4, another left-handed hitter. Tall left-handed hitter from Katy, Texas. First pitch, fastball, called for strike 1. It's 0-1.
Acted like a very good leadoff hitter last night, getting on in all 6 plate appearances.
6'3", 195. The next pitch is a touch low that time. It's 1-1.
Also scored 4 times, so he's now plated 7 times in 3 games.
Bass from the windup. Here comes the 1-1. It's swung on and missed. Tied up was Druick. And it's 1-2. No score in the game. Bases are empty. 2 gone for the Oakland Ballers in the first. The 1-2. Druick swings and misses. And a nice off-speed pitch there. He showed it off a couple of times. The first strikeout for Bass in the first. It's 6 up and 6 down, more or less, for both sides. And we move on to the second. No score on 860 AM, the answer. Top of the second, no score here from Raimondi Park. Tyler Peterson and Nevada Cullen. Sargent, Good, and Mize to face Reed Butts here in the top of the second. One more game in this series tomorrow if you want to come out, a 1:05 start. It's our Salute to Soldiers Military Appreciation Night, or day. 1:05 start, tickets still available, and then we'll have 6 more against the Grand Junction Jackalopes the next week starting on Tuesday. Sargent, the DH, a right-handed hitter, already has a couple of home runs in this series, batting at .353. He has driven in 4. Butts from the windup, and the first pitch on its way is a ground ball towards short. On 4 hops, Cobb boots it. Never got the glove down. It's a straight E6. And that is a tough pill to swallow to begin this second inning.
Did he touch the baseball?
He may not have even touched that baseball. Which is really a shame because this is not a turf field and this is the hops you get now and then on dirt. But that glove never touched the dirt. He was already trying to collect before that ball went right underneath that glove. So here is Elliot Good, the shortstop. Pop up, right field, shallow. Helmig makes the catch.
Wow, should have been 2 one-pitch outs. I know there was an error, but it's a strong start to the inning by Butts.
How about some early swings by this Ogden offense early on?
They're attacking against Reed, but they are not succeeding yet.
Is it everyone except Fontenot?
Bagneski, I can't remember if that was first pitch. It might have been.
Here's Carter Mize, left-handed hitting first baseman. He's homered in this series, but he's only batting .133. First pitch is off the plate by Butts. It's 1-0. At first is Sargent, who reached on the air. One away here in the top of the second, no score. Next pitch, fastball for a called strike. And Mize wants to challenge, and he will not win this challenge.
That's an early challenge by Ogden.
It is an early challenge. I'm surprised he used it in that situation. Even if you are sure, it's a situational use case. It's 1-1 to Mize. Pitch on its way, a swing and a miss.
One thing I will say, regardless of, incorrect or correct challenges, the umpires have been really good behind the plate in this series.
Yes, no, it's been a great series, especially early on in the season. Of course, many of these umpires just finished up a full season of college baseball. The 1-2 on its way, that's off the plate.
You recognize any for? I know that that they do that, but from your time at Cal, have you seen any?
Well, I've seen Ricardo at USF. I've seen Ron Adams at USF.
Nice.
2-2 to Mize. Pitch on its way is down low and outside. It's a full count to Carter Mize. The runner at first is Sargent. One away here in the second. Third base side of the rubber for Reed in the stretch. The kick and the pitch, it's a swing and a ground ball through the right side, a base hit. Charging in is Helmick. The runner will stay at second, that's Sargent. And it's a single for Mize, the first hit for Ogden. A weakly hit ground ball that Almanza just could not get to, having held on the runner on that 3-2. So now with 2 on and 1 out, that will bring up Carmine Lane, who has 1 hit in the series, batting .083, no home runs, 1 RBI. We've seen a lot of bunts from Ogden in the series. The bunting has been effective. First pitch, Lane will take a strike on the outside corner. Somewhat perplexed by that call, but I would say if I'm looking at the track man, about 80% of the ball in the zone.
Yeah, Reed's painting early, and these Ogden hitters have taken a lot of pitches on the outside corner. Defense
is playing behind the runners. Slide step by Butts. It's a ground ball to second. Santos fields. Flips to Cobb for 1. The throw to first is in time. 4-6-3. That's a double play, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the second. No score on 860 AM, The Answer. It's the bottom of the second, still no score. Live from Raimondi Park, Tyler Peterson and Nevada Cullen in this 5th game of this series, the opening series. And it's just so nice to be back here, bringing you the action on 860 AM, The Answer. We've missed the ballpark. Nevada, you've had to come a long way all across the nation.
Yes.
It's a wide country of baseball. It's also a wide world of baseball, which we'll get into in this segment. Our segment, The Wide World of Baseball. Almanza stands in. He'll be followed by Harris and O'Hara. Bass's first pitch to the left-handed hitting Almanza is taken for a ball. Where are we going today?
We're visiting Sam Bass's hometown of Berkeley Heights, New Jersey.
Berkeley Heights, New Jersey. Okay, we'll get to learn more about his hometown. Here's the 1-0 on its way. Almanza takes low again.
It is a town in the state of New Jersey, but it is better known probably as a commuter town of New York City in the New York metropolitan area. So people can live there and then commute into the city.
Bass, the windup on 2-0. Almanza takes inside 3-0.
It is a small town, population of 13,000, 14,000 maybe now here in 2025.
That's a pretty small area for that part of the country. The 3-0, Almanza takes a strike.
And it is located partially on the crest of the second Watchung Mountain. The Passaic River forms the township's northern border.
A 3-1 on its way. De La Cruz setting up outside, and that is just low for ball 4. It's a challenge from Ogden again.
No way.
A challenge from Ogden again. It's a ball. It's below the zone, and with the adjusted new TrackMan zone, the height of Almanza brings the strike zone up from beneath his knees.
Yep.
So it is not the same zone as last year. Ogden has blown 2 challenges, and it's in the bottom of the second. It's a new TrackMan strike zone.
Yep. I was commending Ogden after last night's game for not losing a challenge. They did end up losing 1, but now they only have 1 left for the final 8 innings.
Here's Danny Harris. Swing and a miss. Harris batting .286. No home runs, 3 RBI. And it's not so much not knowing the new strike zone, it's the time it happens. It's a leadoff walk in the second in a tie ball game. That is not the time to burn a challenge. Harris waits on an 0-1. That's in the dirt. It's a block by De La Cruz. He has to go and get it. Anything more on it's not Cherry Hill, Berkeley Heights?
Berkeley Heights, I mentioned it's like on the crest of a mountain. It's 394 feet up in the air. So we went to Sammamish yesterday. That's 397 feet, so it's pretty elevated there in Jersey.
Set is Bass. It's a 1-1 to Harris. The pitch on its way. It's a line drive down the left field line. That's a base hit. The left fielder, Bagneski, cuts it off, and that's a nice play to keep Almanza at second. Harris brought the hands in and floated one down the left field line for a base hit. 2 on, nobody out for Michael O'Hara.
Harris starting to feel it. He's got a 3-game hit streak going now with that line drive into left field. 5th hit as a baller.
Let's wrap things up on our town of the day.
Well, Berkeley Heights is known for being where Jill Santorello went to high school. She wrote A Tale of Two Cities.
Well, she did not write A Tale of Two Cities, the story.
The musical.
The musical, okay.
Thank you.
Here's O'Hara. She would be quite old to have written the book. First pitch very high to O'Hara.
And last thing, Al Aronowitz, rock music journalist, says that Bob Dylan wrote Mr. Tambourine Man in his Berkeley Heights home.
That's Berkeley Heights, New Jersey on this edition of Wide World of Baseball. 1-0 to O'Hara. He takes a strike on the outside. O'Hara batting .214. No home runs, 1 RBI. Almanza at second. At first is Harris, and the breaking ball is down low. They're not quite holding on Harris at first. The first baseman, Mize, is standing behind him, sort of within shouting distance, so they've wanted to try a little sneaky pickoff. Ballers, when they've scored first, they've won the 2 ball games they've scored first in. A 2-1 on its way. O'Hara, line drive over the second baseman's head. The right fielder, Oyama, coming in. His throw to second is not in time. Oyama tried to get Harris at a force at second because he was playing so shallow, just over the jumping leap of True Fontenot. We've seen a couple in the series. The Santos hits in the 9th comes to mind in the first game. 2 straight hits, bases loaded for Isai Santos.
And let's flash back to 2 days ago. Santos with the bases loaded, fly out to Stone in right field. It was pretty close to the warning track, nearly a grand slam a couple days ago.
1 hit in 5 at-bats for Santos. He's walked 5 times. The first pitch is high and away. It's pretty impressive. 5 walks to 2 strikeouts through his first 4 professional games. Looking for his first All-Pro RBI. A slight choke on that bat. The lefty ready. The pitch is taken at the knees for a called strike one. Almanza walked. Harris singled. O'Hara singled. They're loaded here in the bottom of the second. No score, nobody out. A ball in play likely gets a run in. Bass throws, and Santos takes a strike on the outside. Nice pitch by Bass.
Last time the ballers had the bases loaded was yesterday, and Marcus Titiali had a grand slam. Well, guess who's on deck right now?
That same man. Santos has really hit well in 2-strike counts so far. He's down 1-2. Pitch on its way is outside. It's now 2-2.
And what we've seen is Santos continue to battle and extend counts. Time and time again, he's been in 2-2 counts, 3-2 counts. Here he is, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Corners are in for Ogden. They'll try to cut down a run at the plate. And now Bass steps off right before the expiration of the pitch clock. That'll be 1 disengagement for him.
Good save.
That was a very good save. Good awareness from the Ogden hurler. De La Cruz setting up outside again. The 2-2 to Santos. He swings. It's a line drive into the glove of the third baseman. A diving stop by Lane. He saves a run. And everyone froze and ran back to their bags.
Just pieced by Santos into the 5-6 hole. But Lane, who against a lefty was playing in that hole, is able to dive and make a solid play.
97 off the bat, and the quick hands saved the run. Now Titi Ali'i. 1 home run. That came last night. That's his only hit. The grand slam. He's 1 for 5. First pitch to Titi Ali'i. He takes a strike at the knees for a called strike one. The outfielder from Seattle, Washington, who went to Arizona Christian. 5'11", 205. The 0-1 on its way. He swings it to ground ball down the line. It's fair. This is going to be multiple runs as Almanza scores. Harris behind him. The throw into third is not in time. Titi Ali, a 2-run single, and it's 2-0 Oakland.
He comes through again with the bases loaded. A grand slam last night. This time he takes 82, middle, and smashes it down the third base line for a 2-run base hit.
Now Tyler Lozano. Well, that was one Lane dove for, but just could not get to. I was a little surprised that Titi Ali'i couldn't get to second base on that play, especially with the throw going to third. So there is a double play in order. The first pitch, Lozano gets away from the catcher, De La Cruz. Here comes the runner home, O'Hara, no throw. A wild pitch until we see the replay. It's 3-0 Oakland.
And the aggressive base running from Michael O'Hara pays off. He, on that single by Titi Ali'i, went first to third, nearly got thrown out, but was safe. And here he comes home on the very first pitch to Lozano.
I think that's a pass ball. That's a pass ball. It never hit the ground, went right through. De La Cruz, runner at second, 1 away. Lozano at the plate. He takes inside. So for now, it's an unearned run until Oakland gets another hit. Then it would become an earned run once more. 2-0 on its way. Lozano swings, hits this to right field. It's shallow. Oyama is there. He's underneath it, rounds the ball. Trying to take third is Titi Ali'i. The throw goes to home. I don't think Oyama had any idea where the runner was at the time.
I mean, it was unnecessary. It did make sure that Titi Ali'i would not go home, so it's not a bad idea.
I don't know what, unless it was one of the most coincidental slips of the hand by Oyama. That ball came to a catcher on a runner tagging from second. Here's Cobb, who takes a fastball inside. I'm not really sure exactly what. Oyama might have just gotten a little bit confused where the base runners were there. 1-0 to Cobb, who singled in his first at bat. Bass fires, and Cobb takes inside off the glove of De La Cruz again. He picks it up just outside of the dirt circle. It's 2-0. And now Cobb, who already has 10 hits in the series through 4 games and an inning, I think he can choose to be very aggressive here. 3 runs in for Oakland in the bottom of the second. Bass to the plate, and that's down low.
I'm going to guess that with an open base at first, Bass, who nearly wore a line drive from Cobb last at bat in the first inning, is being careful for a reason.
Setting up inside is De La Cruz. Here's the pitch on its way. It's a fastball right down the middle. Cobb takes it all the way.
And that was the same pitch. Obviously, it was out of the zone, but a fastball that Cobb smashed right back at the pitcher last time.
TT Ali'i, his lead in foul territory from third. Set his Bass from the stretch. It's a 3-1 to Cobb. Here it comes, and he takes low. It's ball 4. So a walk to Cobb. It's the second walk of this inning. The Ballers have 3 hits and 2 walks in this inning, and that'll bring up Lou Helmick, who hit into a 4-6-3 double play in the first. He gets his second at-bat in the second.
The 3 hits, by the way, all singles, no extra base hits yet today.
The first pitch on its way. Helmick takes down low in the dirt.
And last night we saw 4 homers from the Ballers offensively. It's death by 1,000 paper cuts on this Saturday evening.
I think you picked that one up for me, unless you don't know it.
Actually, no. I picked it up from other people.
Okay, perfect.
We've all
because
picked it up
I
from each
do,
other.
I do like. Yeah, we all do steal things from each
Yeah.
other. Fair enough. The 1-0 on its way is swung on and hit down the line sharply foul onto 20th Street.
I think just the idea of dying from 1,000 paper cuts is a pretty funny thing.
Well,
and
see,
so it stuck around.
I'm not one for the conventional metaphor, so I like to just take it one extra step. So death by 1,000 cuts. Oh, you get the idea.
Yes. Exactly.
First and third, 2 away here in the bottom of the second. 3-0 Oakland. It's a 1-1 to Helmick. The big Bass fires to the plate. It's swung on, hit to center field. The center fielder over into the alley. He makes a knee-high catch for the final out on the line drive. 3 runs for the Oakland Ballers. 2 coming in on the RBI single by Marcus TT Ali'i, and a passed ball gets Michael O'Hara in. 2 runs, 1 will be unearned. 3-0 Oakland after 2 on 860 AM, The Answer. A 3 spot for Oakland in the bottom of the second. We move on to the top of inning 3. The first at-bats for De La Cruz and Oyama, and then we'll see Stone in the top of the order after him. 8-9-1 against Reed Butts, who thus far has just allowed 1 hit. That came to Carter Mize, a left-handed hitter. So here is De La Cruz, who is only 0 for 4 in the series. No home runs, 1 RBI. Butts, the lefty, throws. His first pitch fastball is outside. Butts would have seen De La Cruz quite a bit when he played for the Yolo High Wheelers in the second half. A team that Oakland saw 36 times last season, I believe. Next pitch is high and away, 2-0.
That sounds like an understatement.
Well, add the 3 playoff games and the 2 exhibition games, you get to 41.
That's too much.
2-0 to De La Cruz. Butts fires. It's a ground ball back to Reed, who runs over, underhands it about 20 feet. It's a 1-3 putout for the easiest out he's had to make so far this year.
And here in the top of the third inning, it's time to reintroduce one of our favorite segments. Certainly mine. It's Nevada's culinary curiosity.
Oh, yes. And listen, we've had some great food here at our block party on AAPI Heritage Night as Kenny Oyama stands in, the right fielder. A lefty-lefty matchup. Butts fires in, strike one.
And when I was walking to the Ogden clubhouse, I spotted samples of boba tea.
Yes.
And so I had to partake because, famously, I don't enjoy boba.
Okay. The 0-1 on its way is a ground ball foul off the bat of Oyama. He's batting 118, no home runs, 3 RBI. The first time that he's batted 9th in the series.
So boba comes in different flavors, but the important thing is it's a sweet drink with tapioca balls in it that are usually chewy, sometimes popping. These were chewy.
0-2, Oyama, a ground ball towards short. Cobb waits for the 5th hop. His strong throw is in time.
Nice play by Cobb for out number 2.
And that time, if you notice, set his feet. The ball came right between the chest, and he threw on to first for an easy out, 2 away.
So the boba flavor of the day was matcha yuzu palmer from the boba guys. And I was a fan. It was almost like an Arnold Palmer, hence the Palmer in the name.
Well, you get the yuzu, which of course is the lemon, and then the matcha does act as the tea.
The tea. And
So
I thought it was delightful.
All right.
I would give it a 9 out of 10.
Here's Damian Stone, who takes a fastball high.
And that's, again, me who doesn't like boba. It was the best boba I've ever had from boba guys.
That's high praise from Mr. Nevada Cullen. The 1-0 on its way. It's a ground ball toward the third baseman. Druitt gets off of him. Cobb picks it up. His throw is not in time.
Oh.
That's going to be probably a hit with how hard it was hit.
Oh, man.
Cobb, if he had the grip, he could have thrown, but he double clutched.
Well, there's no way he was expecting that baseball. So credit to him for making it a close play at first. But that one was just shot off of Druitt at third base.
Here's Fontenot. So a 2-out single. Butts with the slide step. The first pitch is down low.
I usually try to draw the trajectory of the baseball in my scorebook. So there's a quick 90-degree angle to shortstop from third after that Stone line drive.
A stolen base for Stone in the series. The Raptors have stolen 8 bases on the Ballers. Next pitch is down low to Fontenot. It's 2-0.
They've been caught once by Tyler Lozano.
Would they send a 2-out runner here? They may have to go on first move by Butts. Lozano setting up low and away. Slide step by Reed. Fastball is a called strike. Now, I think Fontenot knows that's a ball there, but he's not going to challenge since the Raptors have 1 challenge left.
Yep. It was a missed call, I think, by Grant Myers. He's been perfect otherwise, but the Raptors are out of challenges almost.
The 2-1. Ground ball foul, now 2-2. Three 0 Oakland here in the bottom of the second. 2 away. At first, Stone with the 2-out single. Butts set, he throws over now, a quick throw, a no stride throw from the lefty, just to try to keep Stone honest. That's his first step off. Now 2-2. Butts to the plate, and it is swung on, hit to left field. Over is Titi Ali. He'll make the catch on the line drive, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors. A man left on base. We'll take a break. We'll come back for the bottom of the third. It's still 3-0 Oakland on 860 AM, The Answer. Druick, Almanza, Harris, 3, 4, and 5 to face off against Sam Bass here in the bottom of the third. Druick struck out in his first at bat, the only strikeout of the game so far. Druick stands in. They have to cut this audio because they're about to play ball. They're going to have to cut off Kara here, but they don't, and now Druick has to step out. All right, now Druick stands back in. We're ready to go. Bass will work from the windup. Druick now has seen the changeup once, and the first pitch is just inside. Druick, 2 home runs so far on the year. Takes a fastball low and away. It's 2-0.
Druick, the lone strikeout victim of Bass so far, who 2 innings through has given up 3 runs on 4 hits.
He's also walked 2. One of those 2 walks came around to score. Now he throws in a breaking ball, top of the zone, 2-1. Not necessarily a pitch that I think Druick is looking for in that count. Bass from the windup. Pitch on its way. Druick, a high chopper that Bass will field. He'll throw in time.
Wow. Druick, just the way that ball bounced off the dirt, I mean, he looked like a softball slapper.
Usually you only see those kinds of bounces if it's straight off the plate.
No. One just thumped off the dirt.
Here's Almanza. Almanza walked and scored in the second. He led off the second. Takes a first pitch ball down low. And Ogden lost the challenge on that ball 4. Not too dissimilar from the pitch that was just thrown for ball 1. Bass fires and the pitch off the plate again. Now, they're going after Almanza away, which I think is the completely wrong way to go after this guy.
Gotta attack him in. Big, powerful lefty. You want to go down and in with
Both
a
his
fastball.
home runs are to left field. The pitch on its way is swung on and missed. One after that one, a touch below the zone at 87, but looked good enough to hit, and you do want your cleanup hitter swinging away on 2-0. That's for darn sure. Now a 2-1. A half swing that time fooled. He does go around, says Mike Blanchard at third. I probably would have said the same thing as well, 2-2.
I was very polite of Grant Myers to appeal to Blanchard down there because it was pretty clear.
But that's the Nevada Cullen rule, though.
That's true. You got to appeal when you have a guy there.
2-2 on its way, and it's a swing and a foul tip into the glove of the catcher De La Cruz. It's a strikeout, and there's 2 away. Blown away, maybe on a cutter there at 87. That'll bring up Daniel Harris the fourth, the DH who singled in his last at bat. Two away in a 3-0 game. Bases are empty. Harris hits a ground ball down the line, foul. Harris is the kind of guy that could potentially start a rally. He's got some speed and, of course, is good with the bat. Batted .300 in about 20 games at the Arizona complex for the Colorado Rockies after going undrafted at Kentucky. That was back in 2023. The 0-1, Harris swings and misses. That time he chased that changeup below the zone. It's 0-2. It's a good pitch from Bass, and you see why he's gotten so many strikeouts in his career. The 0-2 on its way. Harris takes low, recognize that pitch, and now a appeal from De La Cruz. Let's see what we have here. It's strike 3, it's overturned, and the inning is over. So Harris takes the backwards K, back-to-back strikeouts to end the third. And we move on to the fourth, a third of the way through the ball game. It's Oakland 3, Ogden 0 on 860 AM, The Answer. Your line score through 3, no runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Ogden Raptors. For Oakland, it's 3 runs on 4 hits and an error. And for your middle innings of play-by-play, Nevada Cullen, please take over.
Happily, Tyler. 3-0, as you said, the score. 3, 4, and 5 to face Reed Butts. And today is May 24th, 2025. But let's rewind.
Okay, let's rewind.
We're going to go to 3 different dates in history this inning.
Okay.
We're going to start in 1976 when Bert Campaneris stole 5 bases for the Oakland A's in a 12-7 win over the Twins. That was one shy of the Major League record.
Campy Campaneris.
Nice day for Campy at the ball yard in May. First pitch swung on, grounded to second by Bagneski. Throw to first by Santos in time. 1 pitch outs have been the story of the day for Reed Butts.
And 1 pitch weak contact outs as well for Reed Butts, who is maybe the scouting report is get to Reed early. I don't know. It's not working out so far.
I need to rewrite that scouting report quick. 3-0 Ballers. Top of the 4th, 1 out, bases empty for Chris Sargent. Reached on an error last time on a first pitch, what should have been 6-3 putout to start the second. Taken all the way there is Sargent. He kind of slumped back in his stance and just held the bat against his body. He was never swinging. He's like, I'm not about to make a first pitch out. And he takes outside 1-1. We continue with this day in Oakland baseball history with May 24th, 1984. Because an hour after beating Baltimore 3-2, Oakland fired its manager.
Okay.
1-1. Fouled off. 1-2. Steve Boros was replaced with Jackie Moore. Boros was criticized as being too nice. He led the A's to a 20-24 start, just 2.5 games off the pace in the weak AL West that year.
Both of those
Imagine
are
being
beyond
called too nice.
Both of those are beyond my time, my friend.
I've actually been called too nice, so believe it or not. 1-2, Butts ahead of the right-handed hitting Sargent. The lefty fires, and it's another foul into the screen. And we wrap up this day in Oakland baseball history with the best date yet, May 24th, 1995. Tyler, what happened? In a scoreless 9th, the A's 5-2 win over Baltimore. Dennis Eckersley records save number 300. Ground ball right back at Reed. He knocks it down, picks it up with the bare hand, throws it to first for out number 2.
He's good.
He is A-OK. 2 down, bases empty in the top of the 4th. 3-0 Ballers. And that's right, 1995. So that's now 30 years ago when Eck recorded his 300th career save, the 6th reliever in Major League history to reach that milestone at the time.
Also before my time by about 4 months.
So close. Man, you're old. Just kidding. Here's Elliot Good. He takes a breaking ball in for a strike, 0-1. That's not true. You're not old. I'm a baby.
No, I have many coworkers who tell me that, so that's just how it goes.
Next to the right-handed hitting Good is fouled off to the right, 0-2. Reed threw a 1-2-3 inning back in the first, attempting to do so here in the 4th. 3-0 Ballers. Bases empty. 2 down. Good today. Popped out to right field, and Helmig. Pitch from Reed. Swung on and missed. The changeup at 80 miles an hour. Really nice pitch at the low outside corner and had some really good cut to it. That actually maybe was the slider right there and went back door on Elliot Good. Either way, it's the strikeout, the second of the day for Butts, and he pitches a 1-2-3 top of the 4th inning. 3-0 Ballers. We head to the home 4th here on 860 AM The Answer. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning, 3-0 Ballers over the Raptors. Nevada calling alongside Tyler Peterson. Thanks for tuning in. It's Michael O'Hara, the 6-hitter, to start the frame against the righty Sam Bass, who struck out 2 in a 1-2-3 third inning. Lefty hitter, righty pitcher. First toss is a changeup in for a strike. 0-1 on O'Hara. Ballers get 3 in the second to take a 3-run lead. O'Hara singled in that frame. Checked his swing at a pitch low, 1-1. Bass has allowed 4 hits and 3 runs, 3 strikeouts, and has walked a pair. One toss. Lined into center field, base hit. Michael O'Hara with a leadoff knock here in the fourth. It's his first multi-hit game as an Oakland Baller. He's up to 5 knocks on the year.
Santos, if you look at the stats purely, they don't really say how many good at-bats he's had beyond the walks, because he has been robbed a couple of times.
You're not kidding. First to Santos with a runner on first. We'll have to wait as O'Hara dives quickly back to the bag. Santos just 1 for 6 in his pro career, so that's, what, 167 batting average, but let's not focus on that. Let's look at the 5 walks and the fact that he nearly drove in a run last at bat with a line drive, but was robbed on a diving catch by Lane at third. O'Hara goes on the first pitch. It's a failed hit and run. Santos misses, but O'Hara is safe. And the Ballers, who have not been great on the bases in this series, get a stolen base, the first of O'Hara's Oakland career.
I will say this much. It was very good by Isai Santos that, oh, never mind. I was about to compliment Isai Santos on the fact that he got out of the way. But I guess that is not the case. So if that is the case, that means O'Hara's out.
Oh, no. Well, O'Hara's going back to the first base bag.
Is he not out? No. Oh, the hitter is out. Excuse me.
So Santos is out after interfering with the throw.
So does that go down as a 2 unassisted?
For now, yes.
So a 2 unassisted on Santos on the interference. I thought he got out of the way, and I was about to compliment him. I take it back.
Guess not. He fell into the throw of De La Cruz, apparently. Good job by De La Cruz to... Titi Ali'i tees off, right field, sending Oyama to the track, and he can only watch it fly. Titi Ali'i goes yard for a second straight day, and the Ballers lead 5-0.
I don't care who you are. You don't throw 90 miles an hour right down the heart of the plate, because that's going to get turned around at 103 the other way.
Oh, Titi Ali'i has woken up and has yet another opposite field bomb for the Ballers. He pulled his grand slam yesterday. He goes yard to right field into the Ogden bullpen today. 5-0, 1 out here in the fourth. First to Lozano, bends in for strike 1. Oakland continuing to hit long balls in this series. Next, way inside on Lozano, 1 ball and 1 strike.
A point of emphasis in the offseason recruiting was, how do we get the power numbers up?
Get good right-handed bats should do the trick.
Get good left-handed bats as well.
Lozano takes low, 2-1.
How do you predict out a guy like Helmick, who more or less has only batted about 170 in his pro career? You can watch the film. You can see the player that does not necessarily attach himself to those stats.
Lozano takes on the outside corner for a strike, 2-2. And Titi Ali'i, you could project him all right. He hit 44 bombs in his 2 years at Arizona Christian. So he's got that pop for sure. 2-2 dribbled foul by Lozano. And there's now a 3-way tie for first for the Ballers. between Almanza, Druick, and Titiali'i, just as everyone expected.
Well, Titiali'i took about 20 hours to get into that, from no home runs to 2 home runs.
Did not take long. 2-2 pitch again from Bass. Lozano hits it off of his foot. Good call by Grant Myers. He emphatically points to the box. And Lozano will see a 7th pitch from Bass in this AB. Lozano flew out to right pretty sharply first time up. Here he hits with 1 out and the base is empty. 5 zip ballers, bottom 4. Working from the windup is Bass. The righty deals. Lozano right back up the middle, maybe off of his glove. It was slowed down. The play from the second baseman, Fontenot, is made, though. It's a 1-4-3 putout. Nice job by Fontenot charging to throw out Lozano. Surprised that's not an infield hit. So 2 out, space is empty for Tremaine Cobb in the home fourth. Cobb has reached twice today with a single and a walk. The first to him droops in for a strike, 0-1. I called it a bit of regression to the mean on Friday. Yesterday he went 0 for 6. He did still score twice. 0-1 is low, 1-1. It brought his average down to an earthly 409 after being north of 560 previously. 10 hits in the series, and he swings and misses wildly at the 1-1. Good breaking pitch there from the righty Bass. Already 2 in the inning for Oakland. Cobb attempting to extend the frame. He swings and bounces it through the left side, and Tremaine Cobb has 4 multi-hit performances in his first 5 games as a pro. What a swing on 2 strikes as well.
The on-base percentage at .556. He's now been on base 3 times today, so that's going to skyrocket past 600 and probably get close to 700.
The first few games didn't go to plan for the Ballers offensively. They did not really scare Ogden. They picked up a little steam in Game 3, though, with 9 runs in a defeat. First pitch to Helmig, a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. However, Oakland's offense these last 2 days, 5 runs on 7 hits today. They lead 5-0 in the 4th. Watch out. Helmig 0 for 2 today. Pitch to the big lefty from the righty Bass. Swung on and missed. Did it look like he tried to call time there for a moment? Looked like the hand came off the bat, and then he changed his mind.
I'll say this about the offensive output, too. This is all without Cam Buford, who is hurt for a couple of days.
Excited to see him back in the lineup. That's an important righty bat. 0-2. Helmig pokes it. Right field. Oyama giving chase, and he tracks it down in the alleyway in right center. So Helmig is 0 for 3 despite hitting back-to-back balls sharply to the outfield, but the Ballers get a couple more. Marcus Titiali'i with a 4 RBI game, and the Ballers lead 5-0 through 4. Let's go to the 5th. This is Oakland Baseball on 860 AM The Answer. Hey, Ballers fans, Heffernan Insurance Brokers has been helping people make smart decisions since day one, offering business insurance, personal home and auto, employee benefits, and retirement and wealth management. Make a smart decision for your business or family today. Visit Heffernan Insurance Brokers online at HEFFINS.com. That's HEFFINS.com. Top of the fifth, 5-0 Ballers over Ogden. Nevada calling alongside Tyler Peterson. And here on The Answer, it's time for the question.
It's time for the question on The Answer. We want to know on Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Day, what is your favorite Asian American or Pacific Islander cuisine or dish?
Ooh, I like where this is headed. First to the batter, Mize is low, 1-0. I'm going to give a shout real quick to Hawaiian barbecue. I had some in Davis last year.
Well, hold on.
1-0 is outside, 2-0.
Are you saying I liked the Hawaiian barbecue I happened to have one time in Davis?
Yeah, it's not going to be my favorite. I just want to give it a shout out.
I mean, I guess you're from Florida. They don't have Hawaiian barbecue spots in Florida?
No. I really like as the 2-0 is a swing and a miss. The Spam Masubi.
Remind me to
So
not
good.
move to Florida.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's really far from Hawaii. 2-1 pitch to the lefty is a strike on the outside corner despite Lozano dropping it. I think I'll have my answer pretty quickly.
I have my answer. Don't worry.
Oh, please go for it. It's tough. There's really I feel like one dish from every cuisine that I love. 2-2. Outside. Reed Butts challenges. It's called a ball. Would be ball 3. Oakland has not challenged yet, and they're incorrect. Butts goes for it, and Ballers lose their first attempted challenge. It's 3-2. Because I think of Pad Thai instantly, because they were serving it today in the block party.
Yes.
And Pad Thai is fantastic. It's my fiance's favorite. 3-2 is low, ball 4, and Mize walks.
Well, growing up in the Bay Area, growing up Catholic in the Bay Area, let's put it that way, I had quite a bit of Filipino food growing up.
Ooh.
So lumpia, pancit, that delicious skewered chicken. I mean, that is, you want to talk about what I want every year when my family asks me, hey, what kind of food do you want for your birthday? It's almost always Filipino food.
I like that. That's a different answer, I would say, that I would be used to as Lane takes strike 1 inside. We don't have, I feel like, much Filipino food in Florida. Again, more of a West Coast delicacy, apparently. Count is 0-1 on Lane. Next is popped up. This could be playable. Lozano with the mask in hand tosses it aside. Now moves the mask because he gets called off by his buddy Christian Almanza. That's heads-up baseball, and what a good friend. Tyler Lozano helps him make the put out the first baseman Almanza.
That's great communication. You have one player coming in on the ball with eyes on it the whole time. You have a second player who's backing up on the ball, having it hover right above him. That's Almanza's ball. Great takeover, and he got out quick.
Next is De La Cruz with 1 down. Remember, if you're listening on YouTube, be sure to send us your answer to the question, your favorite food, as De La Cruz takes a strike, 0-1. Your favorite Asian food or Pacific Islander cuisine? I'm going to give a shout to sushi, of course. Nigiri, sashimi, ground ball. Backhanded by Cobb, throw to second, off balance for 1, throw to first, picked out by Almanza. How do you do? 6-4-3 twin killing to end the top of the 5th. Cobb made it an unbelievable backhanded grab, got it to second to get Mize, and then De La Cruz gets doubled up as Almanza makes a stellar pick at first. So Ogden is retired in the 5th without any runs to show for it. Butts has thrown 5 scoreless. We head to the home 5th. Ballers hoping to add to their 5-0 lead on 8:60 a.m. The Answer. Bottom of the fifth, 5-0 Ballers over Ogden. Awesome double play turn, Tyler, to end the top of the fifth.
It was. And we now have more answers for the question.
Perfect.
On the answer.
I was hoping we could continue that segment here in the bottom of the fifth because that was so short.
Vince in the base says it's a toss-up for him between General Tso's chicken and lumpia.
Nice.
Lumpia will always win for me. E.R. Hodge says kimchi fried rice.
Oh,
Okay.
I love kimchi.
Korean action there.
Yes. I would add beef bulgogi. I love Korean barbecue.
We have just duck, just straight up duck.
Duck.
Is it Peking duck? Is it the duck fried rice at Morimoto's? Where are we going?
I want to go to Morimoto's for some duck fried rice. Davis Druick leads off the bottom of the fifth and takes outside. 5-0 Baller lead. Bottom of the fifth. Ballers trying to take a 3-2 lead in the series. Opening series of the season. Druick takes a ball outside. 2-0. Yeah, I think we've exhausted it. I think we've talked about a lot of different cuisines. There are really anywhere you go in that area of the country.
I would like to
Druick takes one
say
outside.
that Farmhouse Ty, who is here at the ballpark today, who has a location down the street from me in Berkeley, one
Nice.
in the Mission, one in Jack London Square, a delicious weekday lunch set menu. I would highly recommend that.
You'll have to take me. Druick takes ball for low.
It's not
Leadoff
really,
free pass.
it's not really my idea of a lunch date, but you know what? We'll be okay.
Gee, thanks. Well, maybe I'll take my fiance when she visits.
Do you know what? I'll tell you what. If you want to go on a weekday, go Friday. I think it's between 12 and 2. Their set lunch, delicious.
She's going to be here on a Friday, so I think
you go.
And she loves pad thai, as I said. Here's Almanza. First to him is a strike. 0-1. Walk, run scored, strikeout against Bass for Almanza. Ballers leading 5-0 in the home fifth. Looking for another crooked number. They've got 2 already today, 3 and then 2 in different innings as Almanza takes outside 1-1. And with a runner at first, Almanza is probably dreaming of another opposite field 2-run bomb. He's done it in back-to-back games. Waves the green bat slightly behind the darker green helmet. And swings and cranks one to left field, right at the left fielder, Bagneski, who has to leap to catch it. Racing back to first is Druick, 1 down.
Almost got him twice. Almost.
So close. That wouldn't be the first time that an Ogden left fielder attempted to make a catch and then did not look good doing it. And then didn't make it. There was a diving play on opening day. Was it Bagneski in left?
It was Bagneski in left.
You're right. I checked you on it, but I should have never doubted you. Next, Harris. Righty batter takes a strike, 0-1.
I never forget, my friend. I remember everything, all those negative things you said about me, too. So
Pepperidge Farms remembers. 5-0 Ballers, bottom of the fifth. 1 out. Runner on first is Druick. See if he could take off. Pitch to Harris. He tries to check his swing. He is unsuccessful, says Ricardo Rodriguez.
I will say that does win non sequitur of the day. So gold star.
Thank you. Not the first time I brought up Pepperidge Farms. I'm just hungry talking about all this delicious Asian and Pacific Islander cuisine.
Friend of the show, Brendan Price, checking in. Lumpia slaps, you're not wrong, my friend. You know all too well.
Brendan still in NOCO?
He is.
0-2. That is blocked by the catcher De La Cruz. 1-2 on Harris. Thanks for checking in, Brendan. Hopefully his Owls can get a win today, get their first win of the Pioneer League season. They play 2 today. We'll talk about the Pioneer League scoreboard later. Runner at first is Druick with 1 out. Ballers up 5-zip. Home fifth. 1-2 count. Resting the bat on the shoulder, Harris. Bass checks first. Runner goes, and Harris swings and misses. The throw down is, wow, what a save. It's a stolen base. It bounced away, and I believe second baseman Fontenot made a diving snag to keep it in the infield, and now Grant Myers is going to call Harris out.
It was a strikeout anyway, but both runners are out. Both runners are out. So it's a double play to end the inning. He is out at second. on the interference, and it's a strikeout for Harris.
Unbelievable. And the fifth comes to an end. And Aaron Miles not too happy with Grant Myers right now. We go to the sixth. 5-0 Ballers against the Ogden Raptors. You're on 860 AM The Answer. Oh, it's me. Top of the sixth inning. And the Ballers are leading the Ogden Raptors 5-0.
So batter interference rule.
Can you please tell me about that, because that's just what happened. I'm trying to write it in the scorebook, and it won't accept batter interference.
I just want to know what it is thrown as. So it's a little bit tricky. At the moment, let's put in 4 unassisted on the batter's interference.
I wonder if this will work. Nope. All right. So 4 unassisted.
And they're going to have to quickly, once again, cut the audio here. Birthday boy, Mr. Carmel, father of Brian Carmel. Oyama with a bunt. Reed wants it. Bare hand. Throw to first. In time.
Doing my job. I love it, Tyler. Thank you so much.
1 away.
So, to recap, we're just confused because a strikeout, throw him out, double play happened on batter's interference to end the bottom of the 5th inning. That is how we arrived here quickly at the top of the 6th inning. And a nice play is Oyama tried to bunt for a hit, and then Butts just took care of it with a nice little barehanded toss. And that's a tough play for a lefty for out number 1. Butts working quickly, delivers low to Stone, the leadoff man, 1-0. Thankfully, I didn't have any segments planned for the top of the 6th inning. I'm a mess right now. 1-0 is bounced slowly to first. Almanza fields. Butts has to get over. He races to the bag, and safe is the call.
Not in time.
Stone
He
reaches.
never was getting there first.
All right, Stone beats it out. It's an infield hit.
I watched that play come together, and I just did not think it was all going to happen in time for Stone. So he's on base again.
Again, continually the Raptors are attacking early in these counts against Butts. That was, I believe, a second pitch single to the first baseman. Here's Fontenot. First pitch hack, fouls it away. Ogden very stubborn in their approach against Butts. I mean, the way Reed is pitching now, he's trending to be able to pitch a complete game, which never happens in this league. So it's probably not going to happen today, but if anyone could, it could be Reed. 0-1 outside, 1-1. 5-0 Ballers. 1 out. Runner on first is Stone after the infield single. He's got a 2-hit game. That's already his 3rd of the year. Fontenot's got a pair. Butts will check at first. Stone is back safely.
That was about the C- move from Reed there as well. It was not meant to be too tricky.
Just keeping Stone honest. 1-1 to Fontenot is high. 2-1. Fontenot with a strikeout swinging and a line out sharply to left today. He and Bagneski have both lined out sharply to left field today. But Titi Ali'i has been positioned well. There's an outside strike called. 2-2 as Butts evens the count. We'll see if Stone goes here on 2-2 perhaps. He is 1 for 1 in this series on the bases. 2-2, line to second, double play chance, the catch is made, double play is turned. Twin killings to end the 5th and the 6th here at Raimondi Park. Santos to Almanza for the 4-3 putout on the line drive by Fontenot. And Ogden again can only send 3 to the plate. Butts is through 6 scoreless. It's 5-0 Ballers. This is Oakland baseball on 860 AM The Answer. New arm for the Ogden Raptors here in inning number 6. It's the home 6th. Ballers leading 5-0. And Bass is done after 5, giving them a bit of length. And they turn to Nico Saltaformaggio, the right-hander from Destrehan, Louisiana. Pitched Thursday of this series. 2 scoreless, gave up 1 hit, walked 1, struck out 1. 20 career appearances for Ogden. He made 19 last year in 62 1/3 innings, had a 7.51 ERA, 20 walks to 60 strikeouts for Saltaformaggio. And he replaces Bass, who went 5 innings and gave up 5 runs, striking out 4, walking 3. He allowed 7 hits. Nevada Cohen alongside Tyler Peterson. Thank you for tuning in on this Saturday evening. O'Hara to face the righty. And the first from Saltaformaggio is a bit low and in, 1-0. It is also time here in the bottom of the 6th for the Pioneer League scoreboard as O'Hara takes low and in 2-0. O'Hara, by the way, is 2 for 2 with a couple runs scored. We have a tragic final in 8. I believe this was extra innings.
No, that would be 7.
Knockout round.
No, that would be a 7-inning game, I guarantee you.
Okay. Strike on the outside corner. It's 2-1 on O'Hara.
I think that's just a Presto special.
Rocky Mountain Vibes beat the Northern Colorado Owls 9-8 in game 1 of a doubleheader. They lead 4-0 already, the Vibes, in the bottom of the 1st. O'Hara takes outside 3-1. They are attempting to do the Vibes, something that has never been done before, I would assume, in Pioneer League history, and that's sweep an 8-game series. That's not exactly true, but they are playing doubleheaders in back-to-back days today and tomorrow. O'Hara lines one sharply. The 3-1 pitch is fouled down the right field line. It's 3-2. No one out. 5-0 Ballers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-0 Billings over Missoula early in the top of the 2nd in Billings. 3-2 is a called 3rd strike. O'Hara thought about challenging it, but it was a strike very much so, inner portion. And it's a strikeout for Saltaformaggio. Isai Santos next. He's 0 for 2 today. Called out on batter interference last time up. First to Santos is outside, 1-0. Again, looking at the Pioneer League scoreboard. 0-0 in Boise. I don't know if that game started yet. As Santos swings and misses. 1-1. I don't think Great Falls and Glacier and then Grand Junction and Yuba Sutter have started either. So it's a very short Pioneer League scoreboard today. 1-1 is bounced on 2 hops to second. Underhand flip in time from Fontenot, 2 down. Salto Formaggio looking to pitch a 1-2-3 bottom of the 6th. 2 outs, bases empty for the Ballers, up 5-0. Marcus Titiali'i next.
What do you got for a third act?
I mean, just unbelievable today. 2-run single in the second, 2-run homer in the 4th. After driving in 4 yesterday, has 4 again today. And he takes a ball low through the legs of the catcher, De La Cruz. He could have chosen to steal first there with the new Pioneer League rule. Wild pitch. Nobody at first base. Lozano just delayed the pitch. Titiali'i taps it foul towards the Ogden dugout, third base side. It's the first 4:35 start, and I'm liking the 4:35 start. Tyler, local time?
Yeah, you can still go out and have your Saturday night if you so choose. You can do the double tonight and go to the Coliseum for the Roots and the New Mexico Somebodies.
Oh, man. 1-1. Titiali'i, a sword he offered. It's 1-2. Outside pitch. Do you not know the name of the New Mexico team? Or?
It'll probably be New Mexico FC, I'm guessing.
It's New Mexico United.
Okay, thank you.
I was just wondering if you were just saying that out of hatred for New Mexico.
I've been to the state of New Mexico myself. I have nothing but good things to say about it.
Nice. Titiali'i, a cut and a miss. Good breaking ball there by Salto Formaggio, and he works a clean 6th. He gets 2 strikeouts in the frame, and we march on to the 7th frame. 5-0 Oakland over Ogden. Here from Raimondi Park. This is Oakland baseball on 860 AM. The Answer. Five 5-0 Ballers here in the top of the 7th. District Council 16 painters and allied trades represent the best in the business. Painters, drywall finishers, glazers, and floor coverers, proudly serving Northern California and Nevada. They stand for top-tier training, great wages, strong benefits, and dignity on the job. Join the International Union of Painters and Allied Trades today. District Council 16, building the future, one skilled trade at a time.
They also serve the state of Nevada as well, just in case anybody's wondering.
All right, all right. I will mispronounce the heck out of that state because I'm named after it, and I pronounce it a different way. You're just going to have to deal with it. Reed Butts against Connor Bagneski to start the top of the 7th. He's 0 for 2 today against Butts. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. And how I just masterful is the word used to describe Butts today. 0-1. Bounced foul of first. Only 2 strikeouts, but only 3 hits, more importantly, and no runs. Butts has only thrown 62 pitches. A lot of only in that statement. His next to Bagneski, 0-2. Swung on, hit softly to third. Tough play for Druick. He scoops it up on the short hop, throws to first for out number 1. 5-3 put out, and Bagneski is 0 for 3. You seen any action in that Oakland pen?
Chewy's up.
We'll see what the pitch count is like for Reed in his first start of the year. I'd imagine it's 70. Would that be a good guess, Tyler?
I think it's anything about 75. I think it's fine for a pitcher to start. You can get through 7. That's more than you're asked for, really, in your first start of the year.
Sargent, the righty, takes a fastball outside in the other batter's box, I want to know. And Reed Butts is doing very well right now. Sargent 0 for 2 reached on an error. That's outside 2-0. So maybe the control waning a bit for Reed, who did walk 1 in the 5th. That's his lone free pass today. But Butts last year, 5.82 ERA. No, that's Rocky Mountain. 5.82 ERA in 2023. 6.59 last year. Line drive to second. Little hop from Santos. He makes the grab. 2 down. But I think there's a real shot, Tyler, for Reed Butts to be one of the best pitchers in this league this year.
Reed would love that, and so would I. I'll say that much. I mean, I think if you look at his stats, the ERA went up last year.
Yep.
But what did you see? You saw walks per 9 go down. You saw strikeouts per 9 go up.
Soared.
Where did he get beat? He got beat on the home run. So if he is got a little bit more velo, if he's pitching to corners, he can do whatever he wants.
First pitch to Elliott Good, flown into right field. And there's Lou Helmig. A quick inning for Reed Butts. 67 pitches through 7 innings of scoreless baseball. And, of course, much like toilet paper, he's on a roll. Butts with 7 scoreless. Ballers up 5-0. We head to the home 7th. Time to stretch on 8:60 a.m. The Answer. Nine 1-2 to bat for the Ballers in the bottom of the 7th. They are leading the Ogden Raptors 5-0. Nevada Cullen alongside Tyler Peterson. And Tyler, I believe it's time to reintroduce a segment that you've all been waiting for, especially Booney. It's time for the Immaculate Row. A little pump of a fist from our scorekeeper, Booney. And today, it is AAPI Heritage Night at the Ball Yard. So let's talk Asian and Pacific Islander baseball players as Tyler Lozano digs in from the right side against the righty Salto Formaggio.
I'm ready.
First pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. So Immaculate Row in the left, the category most games played, most appearances by a player from each of these countries. 0-1. Lozano taps it back. Nice backhanded pick by Salto Formaggio. He fell down but made the play, 1-3. And there's 1 down. So your countries are as follows, Tyler: Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan.
So I have to name a player that has the most games played in Major League Baseball by each of those?
Yep, you've got this.
Okay, well, for Japan, you can go 2 ways, and I'll go with Ichiro Suzuki.
You'd be correct.
Okay.
First is a strike to Cobb, nothing in 1.
For Korea, I would have to say that I think sort of recency bias plays a part in this.
0-1 is inside, 1-1.
But Shin Soo-choo.
And you're 2 for 2.
Okay.
Booney knew it. But
Now,
Taiwan, this is the tough one.
Let me think a little harder on this.
He played from 2019 to 2023 as Cobb swings and misses. 1-2.
Did he play for the Orioles?
He did not.
Okay. I was going to say Wei-Yin Chen.
He is, I believe, 4th on the list. 1-2. outside on Cobb. Ballers up 5-0. We're playing the Immaculate Row here, spoof of the Immaculate Grid in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out, base is empty for Cobb.
Hey, I'll take 4th on the list. When we're talking about Taiwanese baseball players, I feel like that's a fairly good pull.
2-2 is low, 3-2. Any guesses from Booney next to me? Most appeared Taiwanese baseball player of all time, and he only played 4 years. Or 5. He got really hot.
Well, it would have to be
3-2 swing and a miss, 2 down.
a positional player, no?
It is. And I'm just going to say it.
Is it okay, go ahead.
It's Yu Chang, the former Clevelander.
I was going to say, he was also on the Pirates, no?
Let me check that as Helmig stands in. I guess we can let our our listeners on YouTube play along. Broken bat, ground ball down the third base line. This could be extra bases for Lou Helmig. He rounds first, heads for second. It's kicked for a moment by Bagneski, and it's an easy 2-out double for Lou Helmig. I think he broke a bat, but he has a hit and now has his 7th hit as a baller.
And he'll take that trade.
Cleveland, Boston, Tampa Bay, and Pittsburgh, Yu Chang, in his short stay in the majors, just 5 years. He's from Taitung, Taiwan. So 2 outs, Helmig doubles to left field. How was that Immaculate Row, Tyler? Nice and quick?
Nice and quick.
Good. I was hoping. 5-0. A check to second. Helmig is there after his 2-out double. Druick is the batter. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk today. Believe it's still. We got some Druick chants before this first pitch to Davis. He swings and pops one foul off to the left.
You kind of want to hit a 2-run home run as soon as you hear that chant finish.
Well, chanting a player's name has worked for this Raimondi Park crowd before. In Game 3 of the playoffs, they did the Tyler Lozano chant, and he went yard against then Yolo, now Yuba Sutter. 0-1 pitch from Salta Formaggio, the righty. Misses just a shade low, 1-1. It's a 5-0 lead for the Oakland Ballers over the Ogden Raptors here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 outs. Runner on second is Helmig after doubling down the left field line. 1-1 to the lefty Druick from the righty Salta Formaggio. Is swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Druick goes yard for the 3rd time this series. 7-zip Oakland here in the 7th. He smashed it 100 off the bat, almost 360 feet to left center, and sent it towards the fire truck out there in left center field.
That was hanging something right down the middle of the plate, and Davis Druick and that left field are becoming very quick friends.
Second homer of the game for the Oakland Ballers as Almanza cuts and misses at strike 1.
And he tried to give a ball to the firefighters out there behind left field. We'd love to see the firefighters come out.
Druick homered on Wednesday, homered yesterday. Almanza takes another strike, 0-2, and now is homered today. That's 3 homers in 4 days for Druick. The 24-year-old from Katy, Texas, is enjoying his time in Oakland so far. 0-2, high and away. And Druick, all 3 of his home runs have gone to the opposite field. The lefties are not shying away from backside batting. 1-2. Almanza taps it left side against the slightly shifted infield. Good, rainbows the throw over there to get him for out number 3. But Davis Druick goes bridge here in the 7th inning, and the Ballers extend their lead to 7-0 over Ogden. 6 more outs to get if they want their first shutout of 2025. We head to the 8th here on 860 AM The Answer. Your line score here in inning number 8. We start the 8th, and it is no runs on 3 hits, no errors for Ogden. And for the Ballers, 7 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. For the play-by-play for the final 2 frames, there's Tyler Peterson.
Reed Butts, fantastic today, replaced here in the top of the 8th by Carson Lambert. Lambert into what is now appearance number 3. No earned runs in 3 innings. He did allow 3 runs. They were unearned, though. 3 strikeouts, 0 ERA, no record. He replaces Reed Butts, who has more than a quality start.
Amen to that. 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Ballers, again, attempting to get their first shutout of the year.
Here's Mize, then Lane, and then De La Cruz. Lambert, the righty. There was a first pitch fastball at 90 miles an hour above the hands of Mize. It's 1-0. Lambert, who started the year as a starter, but had 7 saves on the year, did a opposite of what Chandler David did, where he began in the bullpen as a closer, then went into the rotation. 2-0 as the next pitch is also high. From the windup, Lambert to the plate. There's a strike at the knees. 90 miles an hour on that fastball. 2-1 to Mize. Now the 2-1 on its way, swung on, fouled back. And you got a piece of Lozano on the way, now 2-2. Slight shift in the outfield. They're giving Mize the right field line, and the center fielder in O'Hara is playing what I would call a shallow, shifted left center. It's a 2-2. Lambert fires, and it swung on and popped up out of play. Attacked him again at 91. Ballers, I believe, had 6 shutouts on the year last year.
That is correct.
The first one not coming until
July 13th against Great Falls.
Okay, there we go. Another 2-2. Lambert fires. It's fouled back again. That fastball right on the edge at 92. Carson back on the mound again. Another 2-2 on its way to Mize. He swings, lines one down the right field line. Foul. Just barely foul. Maybe about a ball or 2 away from landing on that chalk line.
That was right down the middle. And Lambert has thrown basically every pitch in the zone to Mize. Let's see if he can locate something a little bit off the dish.
I think we have an official attendance. I just have to confirm it with Mark Kahn, if that is the official attendance. I do have it now. The 2-2 on its way again. Swung on, hit to center field, fairly deep. O'Hara back. He's at the track. He will leap, and he will make an outstanding catch. Crashing into the AC Transit sign and robbing Mize of extra bases.
Well, the Danville native knows his way around the bay, and that includes Raimondi Park crashing into the wall, making a spectacular grab to rob Mize of extra bases.
Helped all the more by the fact that it looked like the wall was going to come down when he went on it. The first pitch on its way to Lane is outside. O'Hara with maybe the best defensive play we've seen so far this year.
I think he can play some center field. Just saying.
1-0. This is hit out to center field again. O'Hara again back. Again he's on the track, and he reaches up and makes the catch and jumps into the wall, this time for fun, 2 away.
Just to add a little flair to what was already a very good catch, and he makes it look even better with a little bit of banging up against the fence. Man, he is just running into more fences than a bull in a cage match. Unbelievable.
De La Cruz takes a first pitch ball. Tilo wants to challenge. And I think he knows what he's talking about here. And Tilo wins the challenge. So Ballers with their first correct challenge, 2 left, up to 4 remaining. They lead 7-0 here in the 8th. De La Cruz swings and misses. 92 from Lambert again, and now he's a strike away from having a clean 8th. He's set once more. Lozano sets up low. The kick and the pitch, and that is strike 3, called on the outside at 93, and Carson Lambert goes 1-2-3 in the 8th. We move on, 7-0 Oakland. Bottom of the 8th on the other side. This is Ballers Baseball on 860 AM, The Answer. It's the bottom of the 8th. It's 7-0 Oakland leading the Ogden Raptors. Another new pitcher on the mound. It's a guy who is listed as an outfielder. It's Kyler Stancato, but Nevada, you said that he is a two-way man.
No, I didn't.
Don't set me up like that.
I'm kidding. I totally left you hanging there. Yeah, Stancato is a two-way player. Selected with the first round pick by the Raptors in the Arizona tryout camp right before Isai Santos, or right after, I should say. And Stancato, in 2 years at Cal State Bakersfield, made 14 appearances, and last year pitched to the tune of a 6.75 ERA in 5 appearances, only threw 5 1/3 innings. So he did not pitch a lot. He played his first 2 years at Washington State. But, yeah, he's got a good arm. Evan Parker, their manager, says he has the prowess as a low 90s left-handed pitcher, as well as being a good outfielder.
A 6'3", 210 lefty from Glendale, Arizona.
He also says they think they can get him to be a 95-mile-an-hour guy on the mound. So let's see where the velo sits for Stancato.
He'll face Harris, O'Hara, and Santos here in the 8th. Last chance for the Ballers bats. That is, of course, if something untoward happens in the top of the 9th. Stancato's first pitch is a beautiful breaking ball that fires in at 70 miles an hour. I wouldn't have said that. They should list him as a pitcher as well on the roster, because that was a filthy 70-mile-an-hour breaker. The 0-1 on its way. That's inside and low. It's 1-1. Harris today singled and struck out twice. Was also called for batter's interference. Pitch is high. It's 2-1.
Well, if that's the fastball, that's not 95, that's 85. It looked like whatever it was, it slipped.
It's 2-1. Harris swings and misses over what is probably the changeup there at 83.
Yeah, it had a little, just tiny bit of run to it, so I think you're right about it being a changeup, and it was a pretty good one, too.
2-2 count. Stancato fires to Harris, the breaking ball. It's back up the middle and through for a base hit. 2 hits for Harris today. And that'll bring up Michael O'Hara.
That one was scalded right back up the middle, similar to the single we saw from Tremaine Cobb to lead off the bottom of the first against the starter Bass.
O'Hara, a couple of hits. He's stolen a base, he's scored twice, and he's made an outstanding play in center field. So Harris at first, a lefty-lefty matchup. Stancato with a closed stance, now fires to the plate, and O'Hara takes a strike.
I feel like O'Hara is due for a big hit here. He's been coming just shy of a home run, maybe an extra base hit right here for O'Hara after making a spectacular grab earlier this frame.
The guy has 2 hits, and you're like, he still needs to do something. The next pitch floats in inside. It's 1-1.
He does not need to, but man, wouldn't it be fun?
Wouldn't it be nice? 1-1 on the way to
I was the
O'Hara
singer.
now. You never told your karaoke story on the air. The next pitch is in center field. It's shallow. It will drop in front of the center fielder. It's a hit for O'Hara, a 3-hit day for Michael O'Hara.
That's a good read by Harris because Stone tried to deke him, and Harris wasn't fooled. A little bloop single, and it's not an extra base hit, but O'Hara is 3 for 3, matching his career high hit total. Nope, no Santos. Santos is going to be pinch hit for here.
So this may be a case for Cam Buford to test out the foot, maybe.
Like it's a lefty too.
Let's see.
Oh, is that Scrappy coming out of the? No, I'm just kidding.
Is that
Dylan
Dylan
Tatum, a
Tatum? They're going
birthday
to let
AB.
him get a birthday AB.
All right, here we go. Happy birthday.
All right, that's enough.
to
Thank you. That's enough.
They did just sing that.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's
Between
Pat
them.
Monteith.
Oh, well, sorry, Pat.
So it's Pat Monteith. So Monteith will get the pinch hit here.
His birthday is October 2nd. Sorry, Pat. not your birthday.
And we will not be able to sing him happy birthday on the radio at that point in the season either.
No.
So 2 on, nobody out. It's 7-0 Ballers in the 8th, and Monteith takes a breaking ball for strike 1. Monteith just 1 hit in 9 at-bats to begin his Ballers career. Back-to-back hits in the 8th to lead off the inning. Stancato fires, and that's down low.
Do you want my karaoke story on the air or no?
No, we'll skip that one for now.
That
Thank
sounds
you.
good. I mean, I could just say it. I went to a movie theater, did karaoke. There was no one there. It was just me.
I think the first problem is you went to a movie theater to do karaoke.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Always go to a bar.
The 1-1 now. Stancato to the plate, and Monteith takes a breaking ball low again. Tomorrow for the Ballers, Dylan Porter will make his second appearance, his first start for Oakland, in what could be a chance for Oakland to take the series tomorrow.
And then instead of normal Pioneer League rules, we'll be playing by the rules of banana ball to make Dylan comfortable.
Yeah, he was fine with the professional rules in his first outing, I'll tell you that much. The 2-1 on its way. Monteith to right field. That's a base hit. They are going to hold Harris at third, and now the ball gets away from Oyama. So Harris will come in. It's a single and an error, no RBI.
But that feels good for Monteith. He drives home his first run as a baller, even though it doesn't count as an RBI, and it's 8-0.
So the Ballers, who scored 16 in yesterday's game, have now put up 8. All but 2 have been earned runs. DTLEE has probably had the best at-bats today. 4 RBI for him. First pitch from Stancato, fastball at the top of the zone. It's 0-1.
Baller's shown the ability in this series now to not only be able to hit for power and hit home runs, but to pass the bat. 3 straight singles this frame.
Stancato a check of second. Now the pitch to TTLE floats way high. Available on the Oakland bench today are Monteith, who was just used, Tatum, the catcher. You have Buford, who isn't 100% right now. And then Darryl Buggs. The 1-1 to Titi Ali'i is down low.
Titi Ali'i once set the Arizona Christian record for RBI in a season with 89. Well, after today, he's up to 8 on the young season.
Just behind Christian Almanza with 9. How quickly you go from 0 to leading the team in a category. A high, deep drive down the left field line. Fair or foul? Grant Myers, foul.
381 feet, launch angle north of 45 degrees. No, sorry, it was only 34. And what's the other? Oh, yeah, 101 off the bat.
Okay, we'll do it again, 2-2. Still no one out in this inning, by the way. It's the bottom of the 8th. It's 8-0 Oakland. Runners at first and second. Marcus will have to get ready again. Stancato fires, and he takes low.
Good hold.
About a sixth of a swing there, I'll say. I saw the head of the bat just slightly move. (3-2) again, or 3-2 for the first time, I should say. Stancato's payoff, and Titi Ali'i swings and misses.
About a foot of break on that curveball, 72, slow, and unfortunately, Titi Ali'i, who nearly homered, strikes out. That would have been a 7 RBI day for Titi Ali'i. Maybe that would have went to his head.
So is that the first professional strikeout for Kyler Stancato?
It is. Congrats to Kyler.
Here is Lozano. Takes a breaking ball for strike 1.
Oh, you hear that?
Good crowd today, by the way. 2,626. 26-26. That's a nice number. Swing and a miss.
Very satisfying.
It's nice when there's a little bit of synergy.
To that one extra person who showed up today, credit to you.
To avoid the 26-25.
Would have been disappointing. Now 25-25 would have been cool because it's the, oh wait, 24-24 would have been cool because it's the 24th.
Well, I'm glad another 202 people came, to be honest.
Me too.
It's 0-2 to Lozano, who's hitless today. Broken bat, flare to right. Oyama makes the catch.
The barrel was hurtling towards Aaron Miles and over him in the third base coach's box like a projectile or like a missile, I suppose. It was a projectile.
And in law, it also would have been a missile. Cobb, who has been on base 3 times today, is 2 for 3 with a walk. 8-0 Oakland here in the bottom of the 8th. Breaking ball, too high that time. We have not yet played a 2-hour ball game. On a 4:38 start. You can thank Reed Butts for that.
Yeah.
A 1-0. There's a fastball for strike 1.
If Jeff is listening, Reed's dad, you can thank your son for us for improving this pace of play today.
1-1 on its way. Breaking ball. That's a beauty. That's a beauty. Cobb thought it was a little bit high, but it's a nice looking pitch nonetheless. It's 1-2. This is my 3rd year with Reed Butts, by the way. 1 in Rocky Mountain, now 2 in Oakland. The 1-2. De La Cruz setting up inside. The pitch is way inside. Nearly takes off the buckle of Cobb.
I think you guys are a package deal at this point. Does that mean if Reed makes it to the bigs that you go too?
Listen, if Reed can get me there, I will ride his coattails, my friend. 2-2. Cobb, line drive, foul.
Good effort by Lane.
Still 8-0 Oakland, 2 outs in the inning.
How about this? Only 1 error for each team today.
About as clean a ball game as we've seen, and outstanding plays on both sides as well. Let us not forget the beautiful double play, Cobb to Santos, and then O'Hara's catch in center. Cobb takes low, nice take. Watch that breaking ball all the way through the zone. It's a 3-2 count with 2 outs. So both O'Hara at second and Monteith at first will be off and running.
Oh, hey, it's 8-run eighth. Oops.
You're right, my friend. It is an 8-run eighth. There go the runners. It's a ground ball foul. This has a whole different feel to yesterday's game. And I will not sneak a question in.
Okay.
As soon as you pick up that 8 ball, the inning will end. And for Tremaine Cobb's sake, I will not let you do that.
I'll leave it on the counter.
A 3-2 again. There go the runners. Cobb swings, hits it down the left field line. That's a fair ball. This is at least 1 run. Aaron Miles is going to send in Monteith. Here's the relay throw. It's in plenty of time, and he is out at the plate. It's a RBI double for Tremaine Cobb. The Ballers now lead 9-0 as we head to the 9th on 860 AM. The Answer. Ballers trying to finish off a 9-0 lead. They turn to the right-hander, Adam Bogosian, for his second appearance of the year. 9-0 Oakland after the 2 runs added on in that 9th inning. The final out on the RBI double by Cobb went left to third to catcher. That's a 7-5-2 on a double that was whacked by Cobb. 3 more hits for Cobb today. Someone is going to pick him up soon, I'd have to believe. For Bogosian, this is his second appearance. He allowed 2 runs on 4 hits in 2 1/3 innings and ate up some innings in one of the blowout losses. So with 9-0 in this game, he will face Oyama, Stone, and Fontenot. Once again, Carson Lambert, as he does, no earned runs. Very clean inning. Picked up the strikeout in a 1-2-3 effort. Helped along as well by that great catch by Michael O'Hara. So here is Oyama, who only takes his 3rd at bat of the game. Oh, excuse me, this is a pinch hitter. This is Denver Blinn, a utility player. So Bogosian will face Blinn, who's had a couple pinch hit appearances in this series. No starts for him as of yet. And the first pitch is swung on and missed at 92.
Perfect 8th for Lambert. Struck out 1.
Lozano setting up inside. Swing and foul ball. 91 that time from Bogosian. Six shutouts for the Ballers last year. It's not something that happens a ton in the Pioneer League, and they were among the league leaders in that department. I don't even know if YOLO last year had more shutouts than Oakland. The 0-2 on its way. It's a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. 93 out of the hand of Bogosian, but 94 off the bat of Blinn, and he picks up a base hit.
Quick scoreboard update. You mentioned some other teams in the Pioneer League. Bottom of the 3rd in the second game of the doubleheader, Northern Colorado 0, Rocky Mountain 17.
Oh
no. Bottom of the 4th in Billings, Missoula 2, Billings 1. Glacier with a 3-0 lead early at against Great Falls. Idaho Falls, top of the 2nd, 6-0 on Boise. And Yuba Sutter has not begun yet.
Here's Damian Stone. First pitch is swung on and fouled away. Blinton started to hop like he was going to second, and Lozano wanted to throw him out. But that was fouled away. Here's the 0-1. Fastball high and away. The other night we saw a runner head to second, and Cobb went to cover on no throw. If Cobb hadn't have covered, it would not have been listed as a stolen base. Would have been just defensive indifference. 1-1 is fouled out of play. Druick gives it a look, but that's well on to 20th.
Actually, I think that's one of the rare foul balls that fell in the gap between the walkway and the street. You know where I'm talking about? Like that little section.
That's hard to hit, my friend.
Yeah.
1-2. Bogosian fires in a slider down low.
Stone, 2 hits today. Hit streak is 5 to begin his pro career. Fremont native.
Bogosian ready again. And the 2-2 pitch is a line drive past the glove of Almanza at first into right field. Back-to-back singles here in the ninth.
His second 3-hit game of the series. He had one on Wednesday as well. Damian Stone. Man, a hidden gem that Ogden has discovered.
Now True Fontenot, the second baseman, strangely 0 for 3.
5 for 13 the series with 7 RBI, but his luck has run out today as he's lined into a double play and lined out to left field.
Leads this team in RBI with 7 through the first 5 games. Bogosian fires, and that pitch, a called strike 1.
Bogosian pitched at Lafayette in the Patriot League. 57 career appearances for them, 129 innings.
Jaguars or Panthers? I can't remember Lafayette. The pitch is way outside. Lozano on a backhand somehow makes the catch.
Leopards.
Ah, Leopards. 2 men on, nobody out here in the top of the ninth. 9-0 Oakland. Bogosian fires, and it's a ground ball back to Bogosian. He will have one play at first, and he gets the out. 1-3. That was the sure out. He almost fell down making that play, so you know what? Take the out.
Right.
You're up 9. Just take the out.
And
that's fine.
Tremaine Cobb Jr. at shortstop hopped up and down afterward like, oh, we would have had him here at second. But, however, I must say that getting the sure thing in a 9-run game is the smart thing to do.
Bagneski, 0 for 3 today. Defense is playing back. First pitch, fastball high and away. So a well-placed fly ball, a single, anything like that, will break the shutout in a 9-0 game, 1 away in the ninth. With those runners at second and third. Swing and a miss on the slider. Nice pitch there from Bogosian below the zone. It's 1-1. Bogosian set. The 1-1 is swung on and missed again. Actually just fouled at the plate off Lozano. It's 1-2.
Apologies, Tyler. Your dream of a 2-hour ball game has evaporated.
Yes, we are into 2:04 territory. And they're just giving Lozano an extra couple seconds to shake this one off. With a win, the Ballers would secure a split in the series and have the opportunity to go for the series win tomorrow with Dylan Porter on the mound. Bogosian set again, hands outstretched from the chest. He kicks and fires. The 1-2 is swung on and missed.
Good pitch from Bogosian, 85, had a little bit of cut to it. Probably a slider right there, and just buried it below the zone. Got the swing and the miss from Bagneski. Only the 4th strikeout of the day for Ogden.
Chris Sargent, the only man standing between Oakland and a shutout. And now we have time from the catcher Sargent before the at-bat begins. Lights are still off at Raimondi. We're only at 6:43 Pacific time. The first pitch, foul down the line, and that will be fair. A flare that'll knock in 2. And it's 9-2.
Sargent pushes his hit streak to 5 games, picks up his 5th and 6th ribbies of the year, and that is a bummer for these Oakland fans that were hoping for a shutout. They've still gotten an awesome performance from the pitching staff.
Elliott good in a 9-2 ball game. Just the 6th hit for Ogden, 3 hits in this inning. First pitch is swung on and missed. It's the slider from Bogosian. It's the pitch he was signed on. For the fans, many of whom remaining from the 26-26 that showed up today, watch a swing and a miss again by Good. It's 0-2, and now they come to their feet. Oakland looking to get back over 500 after being 1-0 to start the season. They lost the next 2 and now trying to win their 2nd straight. Good wants to battle down 0-2. Bogosian not set yet, now comes set. Lozano setting up low. The pitch on its way is swung on, hit right back up the middle, and that's a base hit. The 4th hit for Ogden in the inning.
Good piece of hitting on 2 strikes by Good. Line drive into center field. He got an 86-mile-an-hour pitch in the lower quadrant of the zone, low outside corner, and still able to line it up the middle.
It's 4 hits in the inning. It was 3 straight sliders to Good. And unless the Ogden Raptors score 3 more runs, this bullpen will not get going for Oakland. It's Bogosian's game to finish. Mize swings and misses on the high fastball. 93, and I think a little bit mad at that one as well when he threw that. It's 0-1 to Mize. A walk, a hit, and a flyout from Mize. Popped up behind the plate. Out of play. It's 0-2. 92 on that fastball. Now you just blew the guy away with 93. He just touched 92. I don't think you speed up the bat. I think you try to blow him away again. No reason to get too creative. The 0-2. The pitch on its way is a half swing. Does he go? No, says the umpire at second. They went to the slider. Mize did not chase.
Good hold.
Look, he's had a good game. That single and then the walk and the flyout was the one that O'Hara robbed.
Yeah.
One more strike, the fans say. Does it come on the 1-2? It is swung on and missed. The changeup gets Mize to swing through it, and this ball game is over. The Ballers beat the Ogden Raptors by the final score of 9-2, and again, just like yesterday, an all-around effort, pitching, hitting, and defense to get this one done and dusted.
Nearly the first shutout of 2025 for the Oakland Ballers. A couple in the 9th for Ogden, but Reed Butts was masterful with 7 scoreless. Carson Lambert with a scoreless frame, and it's closed out by Bogosian on a day led by some powerful swings from Davis Druick, and most of all, Marcus Titiali'i with 4 RBI and a 2-run homer. 3-hit game for Cobb. Plenty of stars, and it will be none other than Titiali'i who will be interviewed on the field.
It looks like Marcus Titiali'i, but it also looks like they are still waiting for someone else as well. And I think I know who that other man is.
Great job by Titiali'i. 4 RBI game for the 2nd straight day. 2-run single, 2-run homer in the game. Those both came in the 2nd and 4th innings. And then he nearly had a 7 RBI game with a near 3-run bomb in the 8th.
All right, we've got a couple of Ballers down with Kara Suboy. Looks like we are almost ready, and we are going to send it down to the field where Kara is with our 2 Ballers.
All right, Ballers fans, and here's 2 of our today's stars. We've got Marcus Titiali'i and Reed Butts, starting pitcher. First start of the season, 7 innings, no earned runs. What was clicking today?
Just Justin, what I got called by Tilo, you know, it's all about the preparation, what you come in, what you got to do. You got to focus on one job. Ultimately, give my thanks to God. He wouldn't be here without him, so thank you, Jesus.
Awesome. And Marcus, back-to-back home runs. Things are looking good behind the plate today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It took me a second to settle in first couple days, but I'm getting real comfortable here. I love this team. I love the fan base. Shout out to all my Asians and Pacific Islanders. You know, I had to put on for y'all today.
Love that. Thank you. And what did you think of Reed's start?
I mean, he makes it easy on us as hitters when he's just throwing up 0 after 0. You know, we don't have to do too much. Takes a lot of pressure off and allows us to just play free.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, guys. We're over 500, 3-2 on the season. Fantastic win today. Congrats. Go celebrate, and we'll see you out here tomorrow.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming out.
Go Ballers.
Thanks, Kara. We'll take a break. We'll come back on our Ballers post-game show. The Ballers winners 9-2 final on 860 AM. The Answer. Let's go to